Hi guys, it's Zavier. Piccolo Pickle now. I changed it to match my website. But that's besides the point. I came to talk to you guys about Solo and Ensemble, which I told you about, which is an event where you can sign up for solos or ensembles. Our whole class did an ensemble together, and you go and you perform, and they give you a rating based on how well you did. I did 2 solos. I did a trombone solo, and I actually also did a flute solo. Of course, pickle. I'm gonna do a flute solo. Didn't do a piccolo solo this year because I had to do a trombone solo, and I didn't have to do a piccolo solo, so couldn't squeeze that in this year. But next year, probably. All right. I actually did get a gold rating in all of them. I also did a brass ensemble. This is my brass ensemble medal. I don't know if you can read it or not, but it actually says Indiana State School Music Association District Ensemble Gold. It's the blue. That's the ensemble. It's shaped like the state of Indiana. And then here's my trombone solo and flute solo ribbons. They just say District Solo. So those are both golds. So I got 3 medals. It's still on solo ensemble. I'm probably not going to post the videos just because of the fact that it's kind of a copyright thing. I'm sorry, I just feel like my hair looks really bad in this picture. Probably not, but. So, I basically, that's it for solo ensemble. I might post the videos later, but right now I'm kind of fearful of the copyright issues. I'll talk to you guys today about something that I decided to do. And that's, I'm going to reorganize my music because the note binder thing I told you guys about, it's not exactly working for me anymore. I tried to fit too much stuff in there. Do you see how thick that is? It's like a freaking book. Look at how thick that is. It's too thick. Okay. But, anyway, it's getting to be a little bit of a hassle because these clips on the outside become unhooked and my music will fall out and it becomes a huge mess. So, I decided to reorganize it. But before I do, I'll talk to you guys about the solos that I'm probably going to be doing on here only. There's 3 of them. And I put them kind of in order of difficulty. It came from the book I used for solo and ensemble for my solo. That's the solo book I used. Here's the, ooh, that looks bad. Sorry. Okay, so this one's called Frolic by Mac Perrin. It's really interesting to play. I practiced that for a minute. That's the first one. It's only 1 page. And it actually changes to swing in the middle. That's interesting. Second one is Merry Wives of Windsor. It's more of a pretty solo. Then here comes the real trigger. The spinning wheel. Look at that. It's pure chaos. I'll probably practice these all eventually, but I'm just going to start on them in progressive order. So I'll start with Frolic and get back to you guys on that. But for right now, I'm going to just finish the Lord of the Rings solos, which, as of today, February 11th, 2012, I have done. So the last one I did was Rohan, so I have. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. 2 piccolo, 2 flute, and 1 probably combination. That could be a little bit interesting, but I don't know. So that's out of this book, Lord of the Rings Instrumental Solos for Flute. There's that. Alright. Now, I'm actually going to show you guys the judges sheet I got. My flute solo. I don't want you to worry about my trombone solo because you're not trombone players, hopefully, if you're watching this. But this is what the judges sheet looks like. for solo and ensemble. You'll see there's checks here and there. And here's the tips that I got. I'll share them with you. My intonation was good, a 1 out of 4. 1 would be perfect, and 4 would be the worst you could do. So just to give you an idea of how they kind of rate things, the higher the score you get, the worse you get. So a 9 would be a perfect score because there's 9 categories. And a 23 or more would get you a participation. So 9 to 13.5 is gold, 14 to 18 is silver, 18.5 to 22.5 is bronze, and 23 or more is participation. I've never gotten below a gold on anything I've done at solo and ensemble, so that's kind of neat. I got a 13, so I was 1 point away from not making it into the gold division. Barely made it, so I'm definitely gonna have to practice more next year, even though I practiced a lot this year. I'm going to do a group 1 solo next year, which is the hardest, and if you win in a group 1 solo, or if you get a gold, then you move on to state. I did group 2 this year, which is the second hardest, and so I couldn't really move on, because only group 1 gets to move on. So that's the judges sheet, and here's what she said on intonation. I got a perfect score. On tone quality, I got a 2.5, and she said, pull the corners of your mouth down and push bottom lip forward. This will eliminate the airiness in your sound. You have the start and a beautiful tone. It just, I don't know if that word is, probably needs focus. Be sure to blow all the way through each phrase and support all the way to the end. Her handwriting's really hard to read. I don't even know if you can see, but it's really hard to read. Alright, so there's that. My articulation, she said, lighter staccato on the coda, but you guys don't know what my music looks like, so that won't help you. My note accuracy was perfect. My rhythmic accuracy was a 2. Hold the whole note full value. I have trouble with that. My interpretation was a 1. Perfect. Dynamics was perfect. Musicianship was a 2. Measure 24 to 29. Blow all the way through the phrase, and also at 39 to 43. Other factors: suitable cuts, appearance relating to performance, poise, posture, and concert decorum. Other factors kind of have nothing to do with music, but they went ahead and added that in there. So there is my judges sheet. Now, I told you guys that I was going to rearrange my music into something different, but I didn't tell you what it's going to be. This pink 5-star, not prong anymore. I know, I'm really stepping down. Just a regular 2-pocket folder. Now, before I go any further, go ahead and write my name in this. It's the first thing you should always do. Write it in Sharpie so no one takes it. We have a lot of music beefs in our school. Alright. Write it somewhere kind of, I'm writing in pink Sharpie, by the way. Write it somewhere kind of obvious. That's annoying. Alright. So, write your name on the inside. Now, it's also got some conversions and stuff, but we don't need to look at that. The first thing I'm going to put in here is this. 14 Weeks to a Better Band Packet. We already talked about this. I've already done a few videos on it. I'll be right back. I'm actually going to get some paper clips, because I'm going to need them. Here they are. Walking over. Alright. Paper clips. Yum. So just grab one of those. And paper clip my packet here. Alright. Now I'm going to set that down. Get ready to put that in there. And I have 3 solos. This one is actually not dirty. It looks dirty, but that is just from, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when you put, basically it came off of this. And you can kind of see where it has come off. It's like really white. See how it's really white? Basically the dye came off of it and rubbed off onto this. Phantom of the Opera rubbed off on Broadway showstoppers, even though it's kind of ironic because some of these songs are in here. But anyway, so 3 solo books: Phantom of the Opera, Broadway showstoppers, Lord of the Rings. Those are not going to go in there because they're too big, but I thought I'd show you them anyway. Those 3 solos we talked about, those will go in there. Once again, we're trying to stay organized, so we're going to paperclip things. Now, we actually have to remove the section of the binder, or whatever you call this, that is flute, and the second section. So, pop the rings out, remove everything flute, which is pretty much almost the whole thing. That really slims it down for us. I don't know if you can tell, but that's actually a lot slimmer. Whole lot slimmer. Alright. Now, I just want to show you how much flute stuff I have. Just flute stuff only. Look at that. It's crazy. Alright. Now the next step is to just take it out of all the sheet protectors. While I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you guys for a second about sheet protectors. Sheet protectors, I know I probably said this in a different video, but sheet protectors are one of the most useful things you could possibly get at Staples or Office Depot, wherever you shop for your pens and pencils. Because, especially during marching band season, your papers will get all nasty at the edges if you don't. And believe it or not, that actually kind of impacts your playing, because you'll be staring at it and you won't notice if you miss a note, or if you're playing the wrong part or anything. It can be kind of distracting, and also it just tears the crap out of your music. So, kind of a note on sheet protectors there. Another thing I like to say is a couple things, actually. I know I talk a lot, but get used to it. My piccolo, I know I told you guys that it was in the shop. Well, it's still in the shop. Oh, actually I didn't tell you it was in the shop, did I? Well, I sent it to the shop. When I went to Solo Ensemble, there was a person there who was doing repairs, and I asked him if he could take in my instrument. The person's Conrad Music Service. And he was like, sure, we'll take it in. So I gave him my instrument, and as of today, I still have it. Hopefully when it comes back, it'll be in tip-top shape. But what he told me the problem was that I had a head cork leak in it, which is like, it's just like, you know, how the heck do you get the head cork leak? But, you just do. Alright. If you guys haven't, go check out my website, thepicolopickle.weebly.com. I update it with, I'm going to try and put all the sheet music that I play on there. We'll see if that works or not, but. Alright, so this is the woodwind fingering guide. It's pretty thick. If you guys can tell, it's pretty thick. It's about 10-12 pages long. I'm going to paperclip that and keep that together. And put it right behind my circle of fifths. And I need that too. Now, you're probably wondering why I would just... Isn't this flute sticker pretty? Pretty flute sticker. Okay. But you're probably wondering why I would just give you a big long speech about why sheet protectors are so useful and how I should use them. And then I just take everything out of sheet protectors and I totally disregard everything I'm saying. Well, here's the reason why. Mainly because let me be really honest, I have to be completely organized. And my music, I'm sorry, I have the hiccups, I think. And my music popping out every 5 seconds during practice. Every practice, winter percussion practice, band practice, band class. It's just not exactly working for me because I have to reorganize every 5 seconds. And so I'm saving myself pretty much by doing this. Saving myself a lot of hassle. Also, I'm also saving sheet protectors. By the way, here's the music I played for solo and ensemble. It's pretty. I set that aside. I have a special drawer for music that I've already played. And performed and don't need anymore. So I put all that music there. Here's Concerning Hobbits. Great song. In fact, it's my most viewed video. Even though it's only like 30 something. My most viewed video is the Piccolo version of that. Alright. After you have all of that ready to go. I don't have all of it ready to go actually. I was just taking it all off. Sheet protectors. Now, I'm going to paper clip my warm-up together. I'll warm up is 2 pages. I don't ever want to staple it, especially if it's an original, because it'll get ruined. Paper clip my major scales together. Sorry, this is probably a really boring video, but I wanted to tape something, so. My minor scales. And this is also kind of showing you one of the many ways that you can organize your music. And if you're a musician, it's really important to be organized, because if you're not going to play as well as you could with being organized. And your band your conductors, band directors, associate directors, anyone who's basically leading you in your band escapades, they won't put up with that crap. If you're not organized, they'll just tell you to leave. And it's really, so that's another reason it's really important to be organized. If you want to play at all, you have to be organized. Ooh. Alright. So let's, warm-up goes behind the scales. Alright. So here is my fleet packet, all paper clipped and ready to go. I'm just going to slip this into this left pocket here. This is really confusing. I can tell if it's supposed to go behind or in front or what the deal with this is. But apparently it goes behind. Alright. Alright. So there's the first part of it. See, that's where my half packet goes. And then I've decided, let's see here, which one's this? This is the sleeve. Alright. I decided I'm going to put all my score sheets and tips and things of that nature on the right side. So this is what it looks like after you're done. close it, know that this is my flute folder. Might decorate it later. That's pretty much all I have for you today, guys. The next Lord of the Rings solo I will play for you will be Even Star from the second movie still. The second movie has 4. So there's 2 more left in the second movie. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Not so long one. But I hope you... Oh, one more thing before I go. I'm actually going to purchase a new flute for my birthday. Which is coming up, not next week, but the week after that. On February 23rd is my birthday party. My actual birthday is not till Monday after, on February 26th. So that's just a heads up. And I don't know if you guys know who Scott Lang is, SCOTT space LANG, but he's a band director who leads leadership seminars, and he's actually coming to our school to do a leadership seminar. So I'll get back to you guys on that as well. So until then,